The insult didn't land because it was loud. It landed because it was casual, like something rehearsed, sharpened, and saved just for the right audience. We were at a rooftop dinner hosted by one of her colleagues, the kind of place where the city lights look like they're performing for you. My wife, Serena, was glowing that night, confident, relaxed, drinking a little more than usual. I sat beside her, listening, smiling when appropriate, just playing my usual role. I didn't know I was about to be turned into the evening's entertainment. Someone made a joke about relationships, about how chemistry can fade over time. Serena laughed a little too quickly and leaned forward, resting her chin on her hand. "Well," she said, swirling her drink, "some men are great providers but terrible lovers. You can't have everything, right?" A few people chuckled, but it was an uncertain sound. She didn't stop there. She added details. Not explicit, but sharp enough to cut. Enough to make it perfectly clear who she was talking about. Enough to make the entire table uncomfortable. Enough to humiliate me without ever saying my name. I felt every eye flicker toward me and then quickly away, everyone pretending not to notice. Heat rose in my chest, but anger didn't follow. Something colder did. Something steady. Across the table sat Naomi, Serena's best friend since college. Quiet, observant. She hadn't laughed. And she hadn't looked away either. She was watching Serena the way people watch something finally reveal its true shape. I said nothing. I finished my drink. I even smiled once because nothing frustrates cruel people more than a lack of reaction. Serena always assumed silence meant weakness. She always had. What she didn't know was that 2 weeks earlier, her life had already started collapsing. The truth had come to me on a random Tuesday morning when Serena left her tablet at home. A message popped up while I was making coffee. A name I didn't recognize. A tone I did, intimate, familiar, careless. I didn't confront her. I read, I saved, I learned. It wasn't just an affair. It was pure contempt, messages mocking me, planning a future that was funded by my stability. Conversations about timing, about waiting until the right moment to leave with maximum benefit. I didn't react emotionally. I reacted methodically. Then days later, Naomi had reached out to me, visibly shaken, asking to meet privately. She told me Serena had been using her as an alibi, lying to her, asking her to cover for nights away. Naomi hadn't known the full picture until she started noticing contradictions. When she finally put the pieces together, she felt sick. "I'm done protecting her," Naomi had said quietly. "What she's doing is wrong and cruel. We didn't plan revenge. We planned truth." The rooftop dinner simply became the stage Serena chose for herself. After Serena's comment, Naomi set her fork down carefully. "That's interesting," she said, her voice calm but clear. "Because last month you told me something very different." The table went silent. Naomi continued, unflinching. "You said the problem wasn't intimacy. You said the problem was that you were bored with stability and wanted excitement, no matter who it hurt." Serena froze. Naomi turned to the group. "She's been having an affair for months. And not because she's neglected. Because she wanted validation and didn't care about the consequences." There were gasps. People shifted in their seats. Phones discreetly lit up. Serena laughed nervously, tried to spin it, tried to accuse Naomi of jealousy. It didn't work. Naomi pulled out her phone and placed it on the table. Messages, dates, proof. I finally spoke. "I didn't say anything earlier because I didn't need to," I said calmly. "Anyone who mocks their partner publicly has already ended the relationship privately." Serena's confidence collapsed in real time. She tried to talk to me, to explain, to cry. I stood up. "I won't argue." I said, "I won't beg. And I won't perform for an audience that only existed because you needed one." I left. The fallout was quiet but thorough. Divorce papers filed. Financial protections already in place. The affair partner vanished the moment real consequences appeared. Friends distanced themselves. Her reputation shifted. Serena tried to apologize later. Not for the betrayal, but for how it ended. I didn't respond. Naomi and I remained friends, nothing dramatic, nothing rushed. Just mutual respect born from honesty. Months later, someone asked me if it hurt being mocked like that. I told them the truth. It hurt far less than realizing I had outgrown someone who needed to tear me down just to feel powerful. The night Serena humiliated me wasn't my breaking point, it was my exit. And sometimes that's the strongest move you can make. Thanks for listening. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more.